Hey, Amanda,
Here I am.
I'm first going to ask you to look at the English department homepage. Tell me your initial reaction when looking at the page, like what you notice first, what you think the site is used for, and whether the tabs indicate where they will take you. Just look around and share some details. Please scroll around the page if you feel like it, but don't click on anything yet.
First, I noticed these images that keep appearing and that are changing. And because these are professors that I'm familiar with, it really draws my attention. So I'd probably spend a few minutes browsing through these images to see what kind of events the department is holding. And then I'll scroll down, and then I would read a little bit about what's going on within the department. That my expectation would be that this description would maybe explain what the images are about. And I haven't been on the website for a while, so this is as if I'm looking at it for the first time because there has been some changes since I last looked at it. And so these descriptions are talking about joining the Department of English. So it appears that the information that is shared here underneath the images would be to appeal to people that are interested perhaps in majoring in English. So it's trying to attract more students. I can see that it's explaining a little bit more about the program and what the program is trying to accomplish. And then on the sides here, I do see different links, and I would expect that these links would take me to different pages and help me accomplish different tasks that I may want to do, and maybe locate different forms. And then I see other links here, so I notice that there's different events that are hosted by the department, and my expectation is that if I click on these events, then it'll take me to direct pages that are talking about the events. And then I can see here that the department has a Facebook page, and there might be upcoming events that the department is hosting and different newsletters. Here I'm a little bit confused. I wonder if I click here, does it take me to a department newsletter? But it seems like it doesn't have a link, so I'd have to click on the actual dates. So because of that, then I'm wondering about this upcoming events. If I click, I can't click on it, so I'm wondering why that's there. I would expect that I would be able to click on it, and then I would be able to see any upcoming events. And I'm actually a little surprised that there aren't any links up here. So I guess the links here on the left-hand side are what I as a user expect to be laid out here at the top bar as a toolbar, but that might be my only preference.
Yeah. Excellent point, Amanda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm going to ask you to try doing some specific tasks. I'm going to read each one out loud, and I'll give you a printed copy as well. I'm going to ask you to do these tasks without using search, although it seems like that might not necessarily be a problem on this page. We'll learn a lot more about how the site works without you using search. Okay, so for your first task, you are preparing to take your exams in the next few months. You have a date tentatively scheduled with your committee, and you feel confident you are ready academically. However, you are also aware that there is required paperwork that needs submitted to the graduate college, and you aren't exactly sure what those forms are or where they should be submitted. Starting at the home page, locate the required forms along with the instructions on how to fill them out and where and when they must be submitted.
Okay, so I would look here on the side toolbar, and I'd go to departmental forms here. As I'm looking down these choices, I'm wanting to click on graduate program, but then as I look further down, I'll click on departmental forms. don't see what I'm looking for. In fact, none of these forms actually would apply to me. So maybe my initial reaction would have been the best approach. So I'll go to graduate program. Then it explains what the graduate program is about. So it's not necessarily geared for current graduate students. It's geared for prospective graduate students. So that's not the form. Oh, okay. So now I see that there's sub headings here, and resources and forms here in this font here, or this little link. To view awards, funding, support, fellowships, and travel grants available, click here. Okay, to view the graduate college bulletin, deadlines, calendar, and forms, click here. So this is probably what I need. And now it takes me to a separate website, to the graduate college website. So now I would have to navigate here. And I'll go to forms and documents here. And I'll go down, I'll scroll down. And I'll click on master's degree form and documents. So it takes me to, so I can get a checklist of what I need, but I really don't need a checklist. I just want to know if I'm able to, what forms I need to submit in order to start my exam process. At this point, I'm getting a little frustrated because I really can't find it.
Right.
So
you think this is maybe something that could be improved upon?
yeah, definitely. Okay, so here would be the advisory conference report that I need, that I know I need in order to take my exams. But this is something that I already know. So it's not information that I learned from the department website. It's information that I have that is helpful and will help me locate this form. But it would be extremely helpful if these forms would be on the English department website itself.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Amanda. Now then, let's go on to your next task. You are about to roll in classes for the fall semester and want to know which courses will be offered. You are interested in enrolling in one literary and cultural studies course and one composition, rhetoric, and literacy course. Locate the course listings for the fall semester and information that states which courses count as LCS credits and which ones count as CRL courses.
Okay. So let me go back to the department website, and I'll go to graduate program again, and I'll go to information for, and last time I was acting as if I was going to take a test for master's program, but I am PhD, so I'll look at the PhD site and information for PhD students. So again, this is information for prospective students, not current students. And oh, here I see course offerings, so that might be better. Course offerings here you can take a look at our department's course catalog as well as recent and current class schedules to get a real feel for what classes are offered and when. We don't include the summers or intersession courses, but information on these abbreviated courses may be found by emailing us. Come back occasionally to get a sneak preview of what will be available next semester. And it's as if maybe that information should be here, but it's not. So then I see a link to email them. So I'm left wondering, am I just supposed to email my question? Okay, now I see that here are other links. So let me click on course catalog. And it takes me to the 1000 level courses and 2000 level courses. That's not what I need. So all of the courses that the department offers are listed, which is a little bit overwhelming because I'm looking for very specific courses and I'm looking to see whether I want to take or what literature courses I need to take and what CRL courses I need to take. So maybe if I go to current courses and the spring 2017 course schedule is up, but that's not what I'm looking for because that semester has been completed. So upcoming courses would probably be my best bet. Okay, so maybe this is a little bit more promising, but again, I'm just given a list of courses and not necessarily courses. So I'm sure the courses that I need are here, but I just need to find out which ones would apply to my question specifically or the question I'm supposed to answer, and this isn't helpful, not unless I want a description of the courses, but first I need to find out which courses I'm supposed to take. Yeah, so maybe if I go back to graduate program and I go to information for PhD students, I was already there. So maybe if I go to the handbook, that might tell me and help me answer the question. Okay, so I guess the handbook is listed here. I see people's names. That might help me. Okay, so this might be a little bit better. So I see the table of contents, and I see here under Roman numeral 7, it says Roman numeral 6. It says Roman numeral 7 and then 6, so that's a little confusing. So then I guess that's a typo, but I'll either look at 7 or 6 because this is probably the section that would help me answer the question. Doctoral dissertations for literacy, composition, and for literary cultural studies and composition, rhetoric, and literacy. So I'll scroll down to, okay, here we go, general exams, but it's giving me exam information, but not necessarily the coursework. So buried underneath all this information, seems like maybe, no, it's still not telling me what I need. Telling me again, exam schedule and dissertation information. So I'm totally not in the right place. This is exam and dissertation information, not coursework information. So I'll scroll back up to the, okay, so credit hours is what I should have gone to. PhD credit hours. So under Roman numeral 3. And here I'll read. Okay, so this seems to be the section that I need. And it's telling me what courses I need to take. So once I read this, then maybe I would figure out, I would probably on a separate sheet of paper write down what coursework I need to take, and then go back to course offerings and look up upcoming courses to see what courses fulfill the requirements I'm looking for.
Well, Amanda, thank you so much.
You're
You gave
welcome.
us a lot of great information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, and break, students. That's the actual end of the usability test. We're back. Something I would like you all to note here is that Amanda was an excellent user. If you'll notice, she talked aloud the entire time. I really didn't have to prompt her. She's the ideal user. I hope you all wind up with a user like Amanda. But if you wind up with someone who's a little more quiet, you're going to have to jump in a little more and ask them to tell you what they're thinking, why they're clicking on what they are, what they're doing, how they're feeling, that sort of thing.
And since I've asked someone to complete this test before and I've gone through the process, then that's why I was offering so much information. But you are going to have to prompt your participant to think out loud, and at different moments throughout the process, even just asking, so what are you thinking right now? And where do you think you should go next? Those kinds of questions will really help your participant remember that they should be thinking out loud. And then again, you need to be supportive and continually remind the participant that it's not their fault that they can't accomplish a specific task. So just reminding the person that it's not something that they're doing wrong, that it's the website and you're trying to figure out how to improve the website, that will definitely help the participant work through the process a little bit better.
All right, thank you everybody. Tune in Wednesday.
See you later.
Bye.